All right, new week, same us, but it looks a little bit different. Obviously, Daniel Kaku Contreras Badaki is in Brooklyn. I'm walking here. What's up, brother? How's family? How's it being in Brooklyn? How's it hanging?
Yeah, it's all good. Obviously, a little bit different. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. New York's New York. Feels good to be here, chilling with family. Had to take care of some personal family stuff, so I had to come out here a little bit earlier.
Yep.
But other than that, it's all good. Had some Chinese food, had some pizza, had some mom's cooking. And that's all I've gotten so far since I've been here.
Okay.
So a lot of home cooking, and it's just been nice,
And nothing wrong with a little bit of home cooking. So I'd love to see that.
I had some bagels. That's about it though. So we're here chilling with family now, but continue grinding as we're getting closer to the season. So
yes, absolutely. Well, we appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for joining us. There's a couple things that you need to know today. So you may have heard about the best deal in the industry that fantasy football has ever seen. You may have heard of that. If you haven't, it's the 2025 redraft pass to the Flock site using promo code LAND. It is by far, unquestionably, the best deal in the industry. It's not even close. For about $1.60 per week for the rest of the season, you can gain unlimited access to the Flock Fantasy site. You can gain access to our draft guide, which, by the way, version 2 should be out pretty soon here as well. But you get access to our draft guide. You get access to everyone's draft guide on the website from Flock, Domain, FSC. You get access to 4 vouchers where you can, ask Badaki and I trade questions or help in season on our live streams, weekly rankings, in-season rankings, rest of season rankings. And of course, you also get access to be a part of our 2025 redraft community leagues, which now officially says that if you are an annual Mother Flocker member or a season pass member, either way, with promo code LAND, you can enter our community leagues. We're going to raffle off one of those leagues tonight, and I'm excited for you guys to be here with me. But we are going to do a giveaway today, all right? And the giveaway today is for the 2025 season pass. Now, it's a little bit different, okay? It's a little bit different because we're going to go ahead and say you have to type in, and I'm going to make you work for it. What did I enter? What did I make the word to enter today? Hold on. It's Pass Daddy.
Did you make
Pass Daddy?
Did you make a thing? Okay, hold on. Let me
So you got to enter in Pass Daddy into the YouTube chat. All right, and like the stream. If you do those two things, you're going to be entered into today's giveaway. All right, you got to put Pass Daddy. You got to like the stream. Those two things enter today's giveaway to win a free 2025 season pass. And we're going to do that giveaway at the very end after we raffle off some of these leagues. But I'll also say if you want to buy the season pass and you end up winning today, I'll make sure we refund you as well for the season pass. So appreciate y'all for being here with me. Do us a favor, hit that like button to show some love. We are going to jump into some mock drafts, but a fun little giveaway to start the stream. Now we're going to do a mock draft today, but we're going to do a mock draft on the Flock site. Honestly, the more I draft on the Flock site, the better I realize it is than Sleeper. It's honestly not even close at this point. Like the Flock fantasy website, it's constantly improving, it's constantly evolving, but it is by far the superior mock draft system compared to Sleeper. So we're going to draft over there. And if you want to join today's mock draft, join our Discord. And then under the mock drafts tab, I am going to send the link here. Now, here's the great thing. If you aren't a member on the Flock site yet, you can become a member for free using the promo code LAND and jump into some mock drafts with us. So if that's you out there, you haven't actually joined, for free, it's the same link here as the season pass, flockfantasy.com/land. Create a free account, use the promo code LAND. You'll be able to jump into these drafts with us for freebies. So I'd love to have you guys come join us. But I'm at the 5 spot. Badaki is there at the 7 spot. And all you need to do is create a free account to get into these. Badaki, go ahead and send that link out in the mock drafts tab and let's get this thing popping.
All right, I'll send that out here. Obviously, you guys know how to join that. By the way, join our Discord, go to the mock draft tab, and then I'll send that to you. And I feel really slow without my setup.
Yeah, it's okay. I can send it here.
If
I can send it.
well, I can send it. I'm just saying, like, I just feel slow. I just wanted to put that out there,
It's
and
okay.
I'll send that out. 3, 2, 1. There goes that link to that lobby.
All right.
I'm at the 7 there, but we are Gucci.
All right. So this is going to start filling up here. It is first come, first serve type of situation. Appreciate y'all for being here with us. Again, create a free account with the promo code LAND. Jump into a draft with us. I am not sure if it's filling up or if I'm losing connection here. Are you seeing anyone joining? Are you guys able to join the mock draft, or is something weird going on? It's not working.
I'm not seeing anyone join yet.
Okay, let's send out a new link. Hold on, let me create a new one. Let's go. I'll cancel draft. Let's go private draft, 30-second redraft, full PPR. We'll do start 8. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead and send this. This is the one that's about to be sent out, okay? Badaki, I'll send it to you first so you have a chance to join. And then I'm about to send that in the mock draft tab. Here we go. I'll delete Badaki's message. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's get in there together. Hopefully Badaki gets a chance to join. Oh, wow. That filled so quickly. I don't think you're in.
That filled hella fast. No, but that's okay.
I don't think you're in.
You sent it to me and I pressed join, and I mean, you must have sent it like just that fast, but that's totally okay.
Well, here we are. We're going to do a PPR one
We're
quarterback start 8 draft, okay? As Jamar Chase is the first player off the board there. I've really enjoyed these mock drafts. You know, we were doing a lot on Sleeper, but I just think Sleeper ADP is awful. It's not updating very often, and this is by far a better reflection of what your drafts will actually look like. You can actually sort if you get the season pass, you can sort from expert consensus to like my rankings, for example, or someone else's rankings if you like them on the site. But it's just far better ADP. It's a far better product, and I'm excited to use it with you guys. So Jamar Chase goes off the board at the 101. Then we see Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson. Gator fan goes Jahmyr Gibbs, and that's perfect. I'm going to take my wide receiver 2, CeeDee Lamb. We'll take CeeDee Lamb off the board here at the 105. I like that start. Did you get to watch the strategy video, Badaki?
Yeah, 100%. I think I kind of gave my predictions before you even, was talking about your strategy, and I was like, I think it at least has to be 2 running backs in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where you went in a sense.
Yeah, not far off, hey. Appreciate y'all for being here with us. Daniel Macy says 31 days until kickoff. TD's here, Gator's here, Thomas is here, Kiwi's in the building, Lazy Bones and Dylan, and we've got Scribbles, we've got Gator in the building. Shaku, I think is how you say it, is here. Joel is in the building. Mike says, yo, Zach, good thing I didn't join that Philly league. Dropped internet halfway through the draft. I love it. What's up, Alternate? How do you join the raffle? Very simple. If you want to join the raffle today to win a 2025 season pass, type Pass Daddy. All one word, Pass Daddy, into the chat and like the stream. That's as simple as it can get. We're going to do that giveaway at the very, very end. If there are any issues with the mock draft system, the great thing about our Discord is under site issues, you can create a tab and our devs will have a look at that. But they're constantly evolving, constantly improving the system. Appreciate y'all for being here with us. What's up, Mike? What's up, Jar? Dre Day is in the building. Jesus himself is here. Dennis is in the building. What's up, El Cubano says, how do we join mock drafts, and are there real community money drafts too? Yes. So
Yes.
we do this once per week where we raffle off spots for a real league, and then we live stream it. So on Thursday night, that's the next time we're going to do a real live stream for a real league. And the best way to be a part of those drafts is, number one, to get the redraft pass with promo code LAND. Have to use promo code LAND to be a part of our leagues. And then once you have done that, under the announcements tab, I keep doing this every couple days, but there's a form that you can fill out where you can enter and you can choose as many leagues as you want to be a part of. But that is a great little piece of information we should say right now. If you guys are out there, and as I'm on the clock, I'm gonna I'll grab Bucky here. If you guys are out there and wanting to enter our real leagues, then go to the announcements tab under the LAN Discord and fill out this form. The only thing that you have to make sure is you have to make sure that you're either an annual Mother Flocker member or a season pass member with the promo code LAND. If you're either of those two things, then you're good to go. You can enter the raffle and you'll be cleared to play once you're selected in the raffle there. So after I took CeeDee Lamb, we had a little run of receivers with Jefferson, Puka, Neighbors. Then McCaffrey went at the board, the 109. Nico, Amon-Ra, Achane, Brian Thomas, Henry, London, McConkey, Genty, Brown, AJ Brown, and I took Bucky Irving here at the 208. He's going a little bit later, oddly enough, on the Flock site than even like Sleeper. I feel like he has a higher ADP on Sleeper, but I'll take him there. Then Jacobs comes off the board. JSN, Taylor, Bowers, Hampton, and Adams at the 302. Anything standing out to you so far?
I mean, this is Bowers at the 212 is kind of crazy. That normally in the sleeper mock draft, we normally see him go latest maybe 207.
Sure.
But him falling at that 2-3 turn is pretty significant.
Yeah.
So getting that value on Brock Bowers, especially if this is a 0.5 tight end premium, that's a steal there. Getting Jamar Chase and Brock Bowers there.
I agree.
That's kind of nasty.
So Gator starts 2 running backs with Gibbs and Jacobs, and then he goes Tyreek Hill. And I can't stop myself from drafting Trey McBride if he's available in the 3rd round. We're mocking a start 8 for the lineups here. I don't feel like it's that difficult to fill your flex spots. And when you have an elite onesie like the Allens, the Jacksons, the McBrides in the 3rd round, I find it really difficult not to draft them. So as much as I wanted to draft a running back there, we're going to deviate from our strategy and go Trey McBride. Because I feel like Trey McBride and Brock Bowers they're worthy of 2nd round picks this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's kind of those onesie positions, specifically the top ones, right? Like Trey McBride. And then I think we kind of also mentioned Josh Allen. At the quarterback position, I'll do Josh Allen, Daniels, or whoever. But other than that, if those guys aren't there, then I'm just going to go with, BPA.
Yeah. Joel says, any chance the Flock devs can make a draft tracker for our drafts this season? That is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and it just hasn't ended up being a priority yet on the site. But that's been my like number one ask since we started thinking about creating tools for redraft season, is to have a draft tracker that can connect as like a widget on whatever site you're on. So if that's an idea that you have, I would definitely suggest to go to the Discord and under site recommendations, put that in there if that's something that you guys want. The more time someone puts that suggestion in there, the more likely is Mason is going to take it seriously. The devs are going to take it seriously. But that's something that I've wanted for a long time. So I'm right there with you guys.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get like 4 or 5 people, maybe not at once, but just like over time, right? And just like, draft tracker, this would be cool. Then the more requests you have, the more chances of it getting pushed up on top of that list for the devs.
Yeah.
So
what's up, Paul? He says, I just got here. What platform are we using? We're using the Flock Fantasy mock draft tool. I think it's the best mock draft tool, by far better than like Sleeper or ESPN or whatever you're using. You can actually just create a free account on the Flock site, which I'll put here for you. Create a free account and jump into some drafts. Because it's more realistic to what your league will look like, I think, than like Sleeper.
Yeah, and it's good. So like you can do mock drafts, and then used our rankings for bots, so that's a little bit more realistic as well, which I think they just incorporated, or they're going to incorporate in the next coming days. Either that's live already, or that's coming up in the next couple of days or weeks.
So that link should work. Just jump into or create a free account with the promo code LAND, and then jump into some of these drafts with us. All right, so Kamara comes off the board at the 307, then Garrett Wilson, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Kyron Williams, Kittle, Brees, Marvin, Cook, Evans, Rice, McMillan, Sutton, a little run of receivers there. My best available player is a quarterback. I don't like going onesies this early. Like two onesies this early is tough to build out a lineup. So I'm probably going to grab Ken Walker here. What?
Oh.
Okay. We're going to have Terry McLaurin, and we're going to like it, I guess. How quickly did that? 9 seconds. At 9
screen,
seconds, it gave me Terry.
Yeah. I was going to say, on the screen, I saw 9 seconds. So
damn,
that was
son.
pretty. You got to be quicker than that.
Anyway, all right. So what's some preseason hype that you're buying, Badaki? Let's talk about that.
Oh my goodness. To be completely honest, I've seen a lot of negative preseason things for players more than hype. I haven't. Maybe you can fill me in on this, but I haven't seen like, oh, I can't believe this guy is out there that I have actually been buying in. I've been more worried about players, how like a lot of these injuries are coming up, and I'm like, oh shit, like it's already happening. Like for example, Shakira has an injury. Now James Cook is holding out again. Cam Scatterboot, how long is he gonna be out? And that's a hamstring injury. Shakira has a high ankle sprain. So like I'm actually more worried about the injuries, because I feel like a lot of these injuries are coming up right before this week 1 preseason, which could potentially mean, is it 3 to 4 weeks, or is it just a week, or they just pulled up a little bit so they'll be good for a couple days? Like, yeah, normally a lot of these injuries that are coming up right now are 3 to 4 weeks type of injuries, which is not good.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Terry early, which we didn't want. We wanted Ken Walker there, but Chuba Hubbard falling in the 5th round. Yeah, I feel more than happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. At least you still get the running back on the turnaround there. So if Terry wasn't holding out, that would be a steal in the 4th, and you get Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah. Exactly. If Terry doesn't hold out and he plays week 1, I think he's going to end up being a steal. But there's also like that slight concern that what if it's like Brandon Ayuk 2.0, where he's not fully, kind of bought in, if you will.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the scary part where a lot of these holdouts, especially with someone like Terry, because he can easily just hold out, and maybe he's like, you know what, I'm just done. Let me just go to another team. Like he hasn't requested a trade.
Yep.
Has he?
No. Well, he has requested a trade, but we're not going to honor it.
So you're just gonna have him on the team and not pay him.
I mean, it's just like, hey, either you play or you don't, but we're not going to pay you more. I think that's where it is right now.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's, I was actually getting pretty interested. I think one thing that stood out to me, I was getting pretty interested in the potential of like a Javonte Williams in that Cowboys offense. But honestly,
okay,
I just like, I don't know how much I buy it that he's going to be the guy. We are hearing that Miles Sanders is looking just as good, if not better. We're hearing things like Jaden Blue's already getting run with the ones. I don't know if this is like a Brian Robinson scenario where you draft him and like, okay, yeah, he's not the best, but he's on a good offense and I can rely on him. I'm not sure if it's like that.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't been hearing, well, specifically anything towards buying into a hype, unless there's something that you can think of. But like, there's no wide receiver that is emerging that's running with the ones, or there's no running back like you said, like Javantes, that are
Torrey
taking
Horton.
opportunities.
Torrey Horton is the one guy
Oh my
that's
god.
like getting. It's loud though. Like, you know, you don't want to be too overreacting to news, but it's like 3 weeks in a row of Torrey Horton running with the ones.
Yeah, but I mean, he's wide receiver 3 there on that offense.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like, if we say this all the time, Cooper Cup goes down, it seems like Torrey might be the next guy up. So I guess I can understand that, right? I mean, that was kind of the same mindset with Puka Nacua when he kind of came in. He was like, well, get Puka Nacua. He's going to be the wide receiver 2 with all those injuries, and then he blows up. So I hear that.
All right, so I went ahead and took Pacheco there at the 608. Here's a problem though. If you I can recognize some people are probably drafting with my rankings. Like Debo is never going in the 6th round on sleeper. You know, he's not going that high typically. Like Hampton's never going at the 301 typically.
Even with the holdout though? I mean, I've been out for what?
No,
week
Debo's
almost.
still readily available in the 7th round of sleeper
Wow.
drafts right
Okay.
now. But I think the only issue with drafting on the flock side is if everyone drafts with your rankings, it makes it really hard to build out teams if we're all drafting off the same ranking. So I hope people are trying out different rankings or using expert consensus selfishly.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But
Joel,
that's okay.
Joel says, can Sam Darnold create another Puka? He says, I think not. What do we think? Probably not.
That's, well, you know how I feel about those Seahawks and Sam Darnold. Can he replicate that? I'm not a big believer in Sam Darnold replicating what he did with the Vikings. So, I mean, GG's.
Yeah.
Sell your JSNs.
Fritz on the edge there ends up with Patrick Mahomes, which you love to see because he stacks it with Xavier Worthy. I'm not the biggest fan of Patrick Mahomes. That's typically because he's going like round 5. So if he's going in the 7th round, I'm not completely opposed to the idea. But I also, it just depends on how these other running backs fall because you could just be reaching way too far. All right, expert consensus. Let's have a look at my rankings. I'm probably going to lean like a Ricky Pearsall here in the 7th. I am team Ricky this year. TJ Hawkins in the 7th isn't awful either. I just don't think running back is the play here. All right.
Tight end, yeah. Okay, you got Chris Godwin though. That's okay. Plenty of time on the clock.
Chris Godwin is off the board for me here.
That's funny. That's just unlucky, isn't it?
Chris Godwin's fine. I wanted Ricky Pearsall, but Chris Godwin is fine.
No.
All right.
We love Ricky here, so we definitely would have taken Ricky, no question.
Yeah. All right. Do you think Hampton should be a 3rd round pick as an early 3rd round 301? Because Joel is making the case that he is the 301. Like that's fine. That should be where drafts are pushing us.
I think I said this before. If Najee Harris didn't sign with the Chargers and it was just the Marion Hampton and whatever running back that's behind on the depth chart, I think Marion Hampton would easily be that at that turn. I don't think anyone would have. I think you can actually argue that you can take Jonathan Taylor over Marion Hampton. Because I know people still like Jonathan Taylor. So I think it's a fine place right now.
Okay. I think that's probably where he ends up. I would be losing my mind if this is a real league.
301.
Joel, you're right. Yeah, I think 301 is probably where his ADP settles, if I had to guess.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit hard to take someone like Omarion over some of these high, I don't want to say elite wide receiver. I guess elite talented not like elite fantasy players, right? Like you have an elite wide receiver and talent-wise in Devontae Adams, but like, and you know the history of him, but he's older, right?
Yeah.
Like you think of the Tyreek Hills of his old eliteness. But when you think of the fantasy points, I feel like Omarion can score the same amount of projected points of Adams, T, and Tyreek there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult when thinking about like team construction, which players you're trying to prioritize, knowing what you can get later on. But appreciate everybody for being here with us. If you didn't hear earlier on in the stream, we are giving away a redraft pass on today's stream. All you have to do to enter is type in Pass Daddy. That's right. I'm going to make you earn it. You have to type Pass Daddy into the chat.
People don't like that.
And that's going to enter you as well as liking the stream, those two things. So type Pass Daddy, one word, like the stream. After you do those two steps, you're going to enter into today's giveaway to enter a 2025 season pass. And by the way, if you win the season pass and you ended up signing up on stream for the season pass, I'll make sure we refund it for you so you can still enter the giveaway. Ace went with Pass Mommy, which is not, unfortunately, Pass Mommy is not accepted today. But maybe we can include that into the next one.
I'm actually judging everyone that actually put Pass Daddy in the chat.
All right, here in the
can't
8th round.
doing that. Wouldn't have been me, guys. Just know that. I would have never done that.
I'm going to draft Jaden Higgins here in the 8th round. Feels a little early, but pretty happy with a lot of the quarterbacks on the board. And he's one of the receivers that I really want before it kind of falls off at that position.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
We got to do another draft, though, and get you in here.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I'm happy to get on in. I got to start practicing, to be completely honest with you. I mean, our draft is...
Yeah, Flock League draft is, like a week and a half away.
It's fast approaching, and, you know, obviously I've been kind of busy over here. I haven't really been doing too many mocks, so it's good to kind of be back in the grind of things, seeing the ADP, getting all the goss.
Yeah. El Cubano has a good question. He says, any news on the Arizona running back room? Connor's still the RB1 with Benson way behind. Ooh. It's funny because...
I think a report came out, was it today?
Well, the coaching staff is saying it's James Conner's backfield. But James Conner is saying they're both gonna feast. So
yeah. James Conner said they're both RB1.
Yeah.
That was a report that I read. He was like, we're both RB1.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So who do you trust more? That's the question, really.
Yeah, for real.
Wow, I just realized.
That's nice to hear, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's as a Trey Benson stan, I'm loving it. I'm just realizing how much higher I am on some of these quarterbacks than expert consensus. But here in the 9th round, I don't really like prioritizing tight end, but I am going to grab Evan Ingram. I think he fell far enough for me to justify there in the 9th round. But I honestly forgot I drafted Trey McBride, so this entire draft is just chalked. Let's just pretend this draft never existed at this point, honestly. Like, I'm just done. Honestly, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, he's mad about it.
Fritz says, let's make this a real league. God, we're not making this a real league. No way.
I know, right? Fritz is going crazy. Got the two high boys as well, and Travion and Omarion at the running back position. That's nice.
Yeah. Peyton has a good question. He says, how much does non-PPR affect your top 5 draft picks? A lot of you guys with the strategy video that I released have been asking questions like this. Hey, what about half PPR? What about no PPR? What about full PPR and super flex and all this? Here's what I can say. There are 2 videos coming out this week in the next couple days that are going to answer a lot of these questions that you guys have. Okay. In fact, I have never, ever put effort into a Superflex strategy video, but I just recorded that video today. And the only reason I recorded a Superflex strategy video is because the audience, you guys were hounding me in the comments, asking for a Superflex strategy video. So
if it's...
I think it's going to flop.
If it doesn't pop off, it's your fault, and we're never doing it again.
If it doesn't
So
pop
keep
off,
that in
I am
mind.
not doing a Superflex strategy video next year. But it is already recorded. It's in the process of being edited. And so for anyone out there who's looking for a Superflex strategy video, be on the lookout this week because it is coming out. Again, I even told my editor this on a call last night. I think it's going to flop. But
I mean, there was probably about, I feel like 200 comments of like Superflex. Like, do we have a super? Maybe even more. I don't know.
there's a lot of people asking for Superflex. A lot of people liking, like one of the top comments is asking about Superflex. But anyway, that video is coming out soon. And there's also a video coming out soon talking about specifically like PPR, non-PPR. So that will be out very, very soon. Not going to lie. I honestly regretted taking Ingram at the 905 because I already took McBride, obviously. But this could work out really well for me because I have a plan in place. And looking at expert consensus rankings, I'm shocked how low people are on Justin Fields. Damn it.
Unlucky.
Look, go. You already had Lamar Jackson, man. What are you doing?
He's looking at them rankings, boy.
Damn
He's
it.
doing.
Everything's cool, calm, collected. We're fine. Son of a bitch. Fine, I'll take Dak Prescott. What the fuck is...
This is family friendly, sir. Family friendly.
Oh my gosh. All right, talk to the people. Talk to the people.
You got him. You got him tilted, boys. What's happening? That was quick. I don't know if it's the Flock Slide getting him tilted or you boys getting him tilted, but it's all happening. We just got to make our picks. We got to be better. We have to be sharper next time. Maybe we have to look at ourselves and say, you know what? I'm the problem. That's what Zach needs to do here. Oh my goodness.
Like, bro, what the hell?
That's okay. Good thing we. This is why we mock.
Yes, this is why we mock. All right. After I took Javonte Williams, who I really wanted, Dak Prescott goes. Dak Prescott goes. Their pick before me. Okay. Can I have Luther Burden?
Let's see.
Okay. Welcome home, Luther Burden.
Oh, I mean, that's funny. That is funny. What can you do though?
Yes.
It's all right. The next one, we're gonna be better.
Shall we? Honestly, I'm gonna start the next one now.
All right.
I'm gonna rid myself of this
will...
draft and pretend like it never existed. Oh, I can't until this is over.
All right. I spelled Discord wrong. Join our Discord, guys. You guys know how to do that. You guys know how to join drafts already. Once this mock draft is over, we'll send that link to the new one. Unlucky. How's the future? Tuesday morning. Is it raining over there? Beautiful weather or what?
No, it's sunny outside. Sunny outside. Sunny winter morning.
Doesn't like the sun. You'd rather it rain every day.
Fine. Don't hate it. But not my favorite.
It's summertime out here. It's nice. You know.
I love it.
Summer dresses are on. The train's smelling really like pee. It's just the vibe in it.
Yeah, Karina's gonna be in New York a little bit.
Is she going officially?
She's gonna go while we're doing the mock or doing the drafts and everything for Flock League, but
yeah, no.
She's worried about the subway.
And she's worried about all the ghetto-ness and the craziness in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it happens. That's okay.
100%.
Tell her just walk with confidence. Head up, walk with confidence. Don't look at nobody in the eyes, and you just keep walking. That's it. That's all she gotta do.
All right, trying to catch up with the chat. I again appreciate y'all for being here with me. I'm just trying not to tilt right now. Not a single thing has gone my way so far.
Oh my goodness.
And we're gonna give this another go. The
No,
Flock
that's
League
okay.
is not going to be streamed, but it will be a video that will be available once the draft is over. They're going to put a video out.
How does I wasn't here, but how does everyone feel that one of ours is gonna be in the league?
Yeah.
Have you spoken about that? Have you said
No.
anything about that?
Shout out to Sammy Stacks. He ended up winning the spot for the Flock League, so we'll see him in Austin.
Yeah, and he's been a long
Which would
time
be
supporter,
crazy.
which has been awesome.
Yeah.
So we have higher chances of somebody of the land community winning, which is great. But
Yep.
that just means we just have somebody that knows exactly what we like to do in drafts.
Sammy
And
knows. He knows how we draft. By the way,
yeah,
if you want to see all of us in Austin, Sunday, August 17th, we'll be at Revelry Kitchen and Bar from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. Come join, and whichever creators you want to say hi to, come hang out. A bunch of great people are going to be there. We'd love to have you guys join us. As Jack Besh coming off the board, he's getting a little love, isn't he? He's doing his thing and in training camp.
that's what we like to hear. Come on.
I'll draft Jerome Ford here.
Yeah, another guy that got injured was Isaac Garend. I'm seeing all the injuries that. I mean, I know normally we see injuries like this, but just because last year we had 4 weeks of preseason, if I'm not mistaken, and they cut it down to 3 this year, so there's less time technically to recovery. You know, if you had a high ankle sprain, all right, you got 4 weeks. But now if you have a high ankle sprain, you're probably guaranteed missing week 1.
Wasn't it 3 weeks last
Potentially.
week? Last year I thought it was 3 weeks last year
Last-
preseason.
I could be wrong. I thought it was 4, and I thought they switched to 3 this year. But unless, honestly, last year preseason was a blur because we left like in the prime of to go to Texas, and there was just so much happening at that time.
Yeah.
So
Actually, at the end of today's stream, we're gonna pick off spots for the raffle, my friend. At the end of today's stream. Dennis says, "Are you guys coming to the Fantasy Football Expo in Ohio?" I didn't even know there was a Fantasy Football Expo, honestly.
I didn't know that at all. What do they do there?
That's a good question. Yeah, what happens at a Fantasy Football Expo?
I'm gonna look it up. Fantasy Football Expo, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio.
OHIO. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Don't know
August
what that is.
8th to August 10th, the greatest weekend in fantasy football.
The greatest weekend in fantasy football.
That's
Dennis
how
says it's all the major content creators. They do it in Canton. It's really cool. Okay.
Are you saying like mainstream content creators, like fantasy pros and like 4for4 type vibe, or are like content creators like us going there as well? Yeah, because I'm seeing, I'm seeing other different creators like big websites. Dynasty
Yeah, no,
Wars and
we
stuff.
won't be there, but that's awesome. I mean, for us to fly to the States, it has to be something that's pretty important to us, and we just found out about the expo now, so yeah, but sounds awesome. I hope if anybody's going, I hope y'all enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, it should be cool. I'm especially meeting all those people that kind of do those run those channels or run those companies. That would be cool to kind of meet them in person and stuff.
Yeah. Dennis says they do drinking games, bingo. Since you're going to Texas, maybe that's why you were trying to hit both. No, not really. Just honestly, not like a priority for us, if I'm honest with you, to do the expo. Honestly, it's already a nightmare thinking about trying to create content and do the Flock League at the same time. So,
Yeah, normally it'd be like full transparency if we lived in America. Not saying we would have gone to the expo, but the logistics of it would have been a lot easier
yeah.
because we need to schedule our content, or we had to think of our content. We had to create and then we have to create it. Then we have to schedule it. But then we're also effed up from all of the the time change. Like I've been waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning here, and I haven't been able to go back to sleep, and then I'm dead in the middle of the day. Like I took a nap from like 12 to 3.
Yeah.
And that's probably the worst thing I could have done. Like your what's it called? Jet lag hits hella hard.
Jet lag is rough
during the time. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know, man. You're asking questions I don't know the answer to. I don't know when the stream's gonna end. Actually, he just wants the stream to end. I don't know, brother. I don't know. We're trying to have fun here. You're killing my vibes, actually. I love you, but you're killing my vibes, man. We're trying to have fun.
He's already tilted.
You know, I'm already tilted from the flock draft, and you ask me when the stream's gonna end. I don't know the answer yet. Mike says Ohio's a good state to fly over, as in probably not a good state to stay in. Joel says I had a great idea for the flock league entry contest, but realized I'm too lazy to enter. Yeah, I mean, shout out to all the people who entered, honestly, because it's not easy to put yourself out there like that.
TD Vulture did one.
Wish I could have been there to advocate for more people. I honestly forgot it was happening. That's why I wasn't there for the majority of it. So we're gonna create a private draft, full PPR. We'll do same start 8, and if you want to join this draft, first step is to join our Discord. Then under the mock drafts tab, I will send the link here. I'll make sure Badaki gets in this one though. So once you're in, let
send
me
that
know.
link and then send that link and I'll go ahead and join that. Give me a sec. Okay.
And then I'm gonna probably draft from the back end of the board. I'll hit like the 11 spot or something. Badaki's in there at the 2 spot. Again, you can draft with us just by creating a free account on the Flock site. It honestly is a very good tool. I know I've been complaining a lot. It's a very good tool, and something that you're not going to see like with the sleeper is this constant improvement in the tool itself. So if you want to create a free account with the promo code LAND, you can jump into some drafts with us here, as that filled up pretty much instantly. And let's go ahead and start drafting. 1 quarterback, PPR, start 8.
Love to see it. You love to see it. Good to be back in with the crew.
Yes.
Zach and I are going to link up this weekend or next? No, this weekend, actually.
Yeah, this weekend I'm flying to Austin, and I'll see
How
you there.
Feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm all right. It is what it is. I don't like flying, but sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do.
Look, he's doing stuff he doesn't want to do, guys. Look at the sacrifice this man is making to go all the way to Austin, Texas to make some content for you guys. That's
I honestly
crazy.
do not want to fly. I don't like traveling, but yeah, it is what it is. I'll be excited once I'm there. I just hate the process of getting there. Top 4, no surprise so far in the top 4. I do think you can justify like Jefferson or Lamb ahead of one or the other. I just have a personal preference of Lamb.
Sure.
With the injury for Jefferson. Okay, that's that's surprising. You're getting a little gift there at the 107.
Yeah, see at the top there, huh?
So Saquon Barkley at the 107. That's a gift. Someone's
Giants legend, you know? Giants legend.
Yeah, what do you think about the whole narrative of regression for Saquon? He's gotten too many touches, man.
Look, we've definitely spoken about this ad nauseum. I mean, there's no question going to be a form of regression for a lot of these players. But I think those touches are still going to be there. Like, is he going to be scoring as many touchdowns as he did, or is getting what he probably loses 50 touches from last year? That's a big regression. Be careful.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be a top 8 running back. I just think it's a little bit thrown out of proportion.
Sure.
So I'll take Saquon every day at the 107.
I'll start my draft Nico Henry here.
What is happening?
What's up, Sammy?
Sammy.
Welcome
Dax.
into the building. We're going to see Sammy, like we said earlier, at the Flock draft, which would be cool.
All right, Sammy. I'm gonna give you all the shit, kid. Understand that.
Yeah, we can't show too much love to Sammy during the flock draft.
No. Straight up collusion, and we got it. We got it to make it. We made it work, huh?
Yep.
That's what we want. Maybe that's what the narrative should be. This was the plan all along.
Just lean into it.
Yeah, 100%.
WG, by the way, says, can you check my playbook? I don't think Badaki's gotten those playbooks out from last week, but I think he's going to get those done today.
Yeah, so if there's any playbooks that you guys haven't received in a minute, it's probably because I kind of had a family emergency. I'm on the clock here, and you know what? I'll take Brock Bowers here. Like, full transparency, there was passing in our family, so I had to be in New York. So a lot of things I just had to drop, leave Australia, and come straight here. So if there's anything that you guys have been missing, or playbooks that you're saying, hey, I haven't gotten this in a while, whatever, I'm most likely going to be sending all those things out throughout this week. So whether you're watching this now or later and saying, oh, I haven't got my playbook in a while, it's going to be on this week. So I'm back this week.
Yep. Back and better than ever. All right. So after Brock Bowers comes off the board, there are 2 of 6. We have Bucky, AJ Brown, and Josh Jacobs. Fortunately, AJ Brown did sustain that injury. So that's something that we're going to have to monitor here in the next couple of weeks.
And are you feeling that same way? Like, are you feeling there's more? I'm feeling there's more injuries and worriness coming out of this year than it was last year. Like,
honestly, no, I don't feel that way. Just because I think that we feel that way every year. That's my opinion.
I feel like I remember a lot more hype just because there was so much more excitement of like expectations for a lot of players. I mean, we were all excited for names like Chase Brown. We were excited for Josh Jacobs and new offenses. We were excited for the Lamaconkis. Like, we were excited for these players now, like these rookies. But we were excited for Malik Neighbors and what he can do. And if all these guys are going to be healthy, we can't wait. But now it's like, damn, AJ Brown is down. Shakir is down from what I remember. I think who else went down or has an injury? But I think someone said TJ Hawkinson has an injury. Or like, there's just a lot of like bumps in the roads right now, which I feel are more than what I expected before week 1 preseason.
Sure.
Like, we haven't even had a first game outside the Hall of Fame, but maybe that's just my mindset.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still think there's hype. It's just a different class. Like, obviously, a lot of the rookie class brings the hype. Like, with Judkins, not being available, that kind of hurts the hype a little bit of, like, people getting excited about young rookies they're going to see for the first time. The wide receiver class isn't the exact same as it was last year. There's been no reports that Travion's going to start from week 1, for example, or, RJ Harvey, he still needs to overcome Dobbins. So I think there's less like people will be more excited once this week of games happens and they start to see some of these players. Not everybody's going to play, but they start to see some of these players kind of what they're going to look like this year.
And maybe that's what I'm feeling right now because I'm seeing more negative than hype, and no games has happened. So that's probably what it is.
No, but there were people who are anti-Omarion Hampton who were victory lapping that he didn't score a touchdown on the outside run, which I thought was hilarious. It's like, wow, it's Twitter. You guys know I hate Twitter.
I'll be honest, I haven't even seen that.
That's just classic Twitter, man. I was seeing that all over my timeline. Oh, look, there's your RB2 that can't win in open space. Like, bro, take the clown mask off. Like, relax. My God. I'll take Lamar Jackson here. Be hard to pass up on Lamar there at the 310. If we're scoring a rushing touchdown in Baltimore, I'm getting it. Okay. So,
oh man,
if we're scoring a rushing touchdown, it's either Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson, and it's coming to my team. Scribble says, Zach, I saw breakdowns showing he's bad in the Hall of Fame game. You're joking. Please tell me that's a joke. Did someone actually do a breakdown it wasn't satire of his Hall of Fame game? That's hilarious if true. All right. Kind of wish I went Ken Walker now. So that's fun. But we'll take James Cook here.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for Jimmy there.
I still think James Cook they're going to sort it out. I still think they're going to sort it out.
Yeah. I mean, it was good that he went on for a week and a half, and then he's like, you know what, I'm going to hold out again.
Honestly, I thought it was weird that he did that personally. I thought it was strange that he decided, to come back and then be like, psych. I thought that was weird.
Because I wonder if there was conversations that he was having, all right, this is going well, it's going to get settled. I'm just going to come in, and then maybe they pulled out of those conversations. He was like, all right, then I'm not going to.
It's a possibility.
I'm not going to waste my time.
What's up, Dom? What's up, brother? It's good to see you here. He says, been loving the videos lately. Also, shout out to whoever's doing the visuals. Really taking that shit to another level. I appreciate that. We've got a great combination. Badaki's doing a lot on the back end. Our video editor is great as well. Really love the team we've got together here. Okay, so apparently it was not satire. Apparently someone actually watched Hall of Fame game and broke down the 2 carries of film from Marion. And I'm guessing tried to make a case against him. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
It's a bit ridiculous though. But I appreciate y'all for being here. If you don't know, we are giving away a 2025 season pass to one of you lucky people today. Here's how you can enter to win a season pass, which gives you access to the Flock site for the entire year, gives you access to my draft guide, in-season rankings, rest of season rankings, 4 trade question vouchers for the season, or start, sit, and trade question vouchers, 2 each. You need to type Pass Daddy, okay, into the channel, the YouTube chat. And once you type Pass Daddy, you also have to like the stream. Those are the 2 steps. It's that simple. Like the stream, type Pass Daddy, and we'll do that giveaway at the end of today's stream.
Pass Daddy. Unlucky. How you feeling about... I'm trying to think of some news the latest news that I remember, even though that happened a week ago. I think it's Cortland Sutton. He got an extension.
About a week ago. Okay, sorry. What?
I said, are you feeling any different with Cortland Sutton and his extension?
Before I answer that, am I the only one who does that? You can never say about a week ago to me without me thinking of that song, Bobby Shmurda.
Just millennial things. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda.
There is something in the way my brain is wired where I can't not say about a week ago. If you say about a week ago, it's impossible. But to answer your question, I am much more confident on Sutton than I was. I mean, I don't know how you aren't, after the team decides to value him that way and put that price tag on him. So looking at my rankings, he's in the same tier that he was beforehand for me, but he's moved up in that tier, if that makes sense. So when I look at my rankings, he's in that tier with DK, Mike Evans, Pickens, Jameson, but he's at the top of the tier now as my wide receiver 20. So, yeah, definitely very confident in Sutton now. And I think he's a safe pick that low-key has top 12 upside that not a lot of us talk about,
Yeah, and I think that's the case. I feel like that is what that check is specifically, kind of to solidify, all right, this guy is going to be the number 1 target on that offense for years to come.
Yeah.
At least for the next 2 years, and then they'll probably reevaluate that this year in 2026. So,
yep,
I'm okay with that.
All right, so we get a run of receivers there. Terry, Pickens, Smith, Jameson, Travis Hunter, and RJ Harvey. And now I'm on the clock. I've got 2 running backs, a wide receiver, and a quarterback. I don't envision myself trying to force a running back here with the guys that are available. So I'm going to grab Xavier Worthy at the 5'10". I am still very much team Rashee Rice. But I feel like even with Worthy, you have a sell, a sell high opportunity whenever Rice does go through that suspension, But I still think Rice is going to be the guy in that offense.
Question for you regarding that.
Mm-hmm.
If you know any information about this, can they suspend someone? Rice has to get suspended before the year to get those games, or can his suspension happen in the middle of the season?
That's actually a great question. I don't know the answer to. I'd love to
if they don't,
phone a friend, which is the chat here.
So, yeah, the question is, if Rashee Rice doesn't get suspended before week 1 of this season, does that mean he's going to play all 18 games? Or is there still a chance of him getting suspended and serving those game suspension? So let's just say they resolve this by week 3, but then he's going to miss weeks 4 to 9 because he got suspended for 4 games, 5 games, whatever that was. That might be a big,
it's a really
big
good
risk
question.
If that is.
Dennis says, why are we assuming Rice is getting suspended? I mean, for me at least, I feel like it would be a historical outlier for his situation to not come with some suspension, Obviously, I think he handled it about as well as he could have, both from like a PR perspective and like from a personal perspective. But I guess, I would just be really shocked if it doesn't come with a suspension, what happened to him. But yeah, so Jordan Addison, Rashee Rice, Judkins, those are all potential suspensions this year. I don't think there's another big one looming. Now, of course, anytime these young guys have a potential to get millions of dollars, they decide to ruin their life. So anything's possible. Stay tuned. But right now, I think those are the only looming suspensions.
Yeah. We got to find that out from somebody.
Cubano says there's got to be a Raider player with a suspension out there somewhere.
Yeah, because I was thinking of these players that have been suspended. They've all been suspended before the season. No one has been suspended during the season unless it was, something that they done within the season, and then they got suspended for a game or two. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all asking the same questions on that. Elijah had a question. He said, is Kamara being undervalued? It's possible with how poor that New Orleans offense will be. Most likely, it feels like he could be a lone bright spot. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I do like Kamara this year because I think he's a value. But I am starting to get just a little more concerned with projecting him. I know it sounds so silly, but I really thought Kendre Miller was a really good prospect, and he's been held back by the former coaching staff. They had a personal vendetta against them, and we've seen Kendre Miller get some first team reps in camps. He's looked good. He said that he's the healthiest he's ever felt, which I know a lot of people say that all the time. And the problem is, even if Kendre Miller is 20% more involved, that's concerning to me. That's really concerning to me. Obviously, Kamara would be, betting on an offense that's probably not going to be very good. But at the same time, I still would put him in that Ken Walker, Hampton, Kyron, James Cook tier, just because he has proven it year after year after year in a bad offense. I mean, let's not pretend that he's been in some good offense in recent seasons, but he has still found a way on a points per game basis to be one of the best running backs in fantasy football. He's stayed consistent. He's been a reliable target out of the backfield. I don't think that their quarterback room leads me to believe they're going to stretch the field a bunch. Like, is anyone look at this quarterback room and think, well, they're not going to dump it off as much to Kamara this year? I don't get that feeling. And, you know, thinking about how bad their offense has been in recent years, we're talking about a guy that averaged 19 points per game last year. Their offense was terrible. 17.9 the year before. I mean, these guys have been a perennial star. So it's definitely difficult to digest the offense, but you could say that about the Saints for like the last 5 years, since the Breeze era, really.
I was going to say, like, I think a lot of it is going to determine on whether, like, if the Saints have to be bad for Kamara to be good. And if the Saints are good,
I don't agree.
That means no, because I feel like if Tyler, I'm just gonna be completely candid here. I don't think Spencer Rattler or anyone is going to be anything. So the success falls on Tyler Shook for him to elevate this offense. And if he doesn't elevate the offense and he can't throw these passes down the field, or if he keeps getting picked off, what ends up happening to the offensive coordinator, the head coach? Let's give him easy throws. So a lot of checkdowns, a lot of quick slants, which brings the success for Alvin Kamara. At least that's the way I'm reading it.
I think if the Saints offense is good, then he's going to have more scoring opportunities. That's great. He doesn't have many scoring opportunities the last couple of years.
Sure.
But if they're bad, he's going to be a reliable target in PPR leagues. So I don't necessarily agree that they have to be bad for him to be good. I think he's relatively bust proof. I'm not going to say he's bust proof, but if anyone can be, he's the closest to it. I'm going to grab Emeka Egbuka here as my fourth wide receiver in the 8th round. Building up a team here. Very happy. I mean, anytime you go an early onesie, it's a little bit difficult to think about what could have been. I would have gone Ken Walker instead of Jackson if I hadn't gone Jackson at the 310, but I probably wouldn't have reached on Swift. I probably would have gone like an Adunze there, a Waddle. But I'm liking the draft so far. But sorry, we can continue that conversation. I don't think that they have to be a bad offense, personally.
Yeah, I hear that. I can see that perspective for sure. Oh shit, I'm on the clock. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll take Shakira, I guess. If he's healthy, then I'll think that's a steal there at the 8th round.
Well, yeah, he's got that high ankle sprain.
I know. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the concerns for a lot of these players are going to be where they fall now. Do you take the chance with AJ Brown in that 2-8? Do you take a chance on Shakira? Do you go with? Again, I think Shakira, it feels a little bit better no matter whether he misses a game or two. And would you rather take Jacoby Myers or Juwan Jennings or Matthew Golden? I think I'd still rather take Shakira. In my perspective.
Yeah.
Even if he misses a game or two in the beginning of the season. But I think it just depends on who is available around him.
All right, trying to catch up with the chat. Dennis says, everything I've read is he has a chance to avoid jail time by serving 5 years probation. This is Rashee Rice.
Doesn't mean he's not going to get suspended.
Yeah, he's going to get suspended. Just the question is how many games, but Josh was right here. He can serve that 30 days at any time during that probation, but I don't think he can avoid it unless they've worked out something that we aren't aware of. Sammy says, just did a sim on the mocks on the Flock site. Zach Bott drafted an ass team. Flock League should be cake. So he's confident. He's confident.
And this is what Sammy needs. You start talking shit. Start getting and going, kid.
I'm not afraid of anyone. No one can get in my head. D-Bros says, are you guys worried about the overall vibe with the Dolphins? I could see that team imploding this season, and that's not even accounting for Tua's health problems. I like, even in the third round, I'm never drafting Tyreek and feeling like, hell yeah, I did it. I got him. You're drafting Tyreek and you're like, this could be okay. You know, you're like, hey, this could work out. They have to target someone. No Jonnu Smith. So if you're a vibe-based drafter, you're probably not going to select Tyreek Hill, but I still think he could end up being a really good value. It's just I'm right there with you in the sense of I'm never drafting him and feeling like I've, gotten some huge steal or something.
Let me ask you this then. What about if his vibe is correct and the team doesn't implode itself, then there should be concerns about Achane and what that's going to look like, because we saw his success with and without Tua. And
well, he was actually much worse without Tua.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, like, without Tua, then there can be significant regret of taking him in the first round because of the quote-unquote vibes that he's talking about, and how, like, this whole thing can go to shit.
Yeah.
What happens if they fire the head coach? What happens if Tua goes down again? What happens if Tyreek gets traded or he gets hurt again? It's like, well, then the only thing they have to do is on Achane, which was kind of the thing last year, and that's what they did because he was terrible without Tua. So
yeah, I mean, I think they have a better backup now, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson or something like that.
Zach Wilson is better than what
Broncos.
they had, I think, even though he's not great. But if you think about what they have at backup quarterback, Zach Wilson, Quinn Ewers, they don't have like this guy that's going to run a run-heavy offense. Like, you're not going to run RPOs or something with Zach Wilson. As I'm on the board, I'll take Dak Prescott here if Justin Fields isn't available, but he is. So I'll take Justin Fields. What was I trying to get at? Yeah, I think Achane's the most situation proof there, though.
Okay.
Okay. I don't see the Dolphins firing a coach mid-season, but of course they could. If they trade Tyreek, I don't think that hurts Achane. And I don't really like that people just predict that Tua is going to get injured. I think that's silly. I think if you look at quarterback injuries over the last like 4 or 5 years, it is very unpredictable. It could be anyone. There is no one who is immune to an injury. So I don't really worry about Achane when I think about the Dolphins, but there's plenty of names you could worry about for sure. I'll recognize that.
Okay. Good to know.
I'll take Mark Andrews here in the 10th round, and if you score a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens, I'm gonna get it. All right, because Lamar Jackson's gonna run it in, Derrick Henry's gonna run it in, and if Mark Andrews scores a touchdown, we're accounting for everyone who scores touchdowns on this team.
Yeah, no, you'll have to see it there.
Might have to get Rashad Bateman later to complete the team.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Here we go. I'll take Trey Benson here.
Trey Benson was a name I was looking up there. Wanted to pull the trigger.
I'm liking the way this is going. Obviously, I went onesies positions at the top there with Bowers and Allen, but getting Say and Chuba, and then getting Trey Benson, who is going to be he's RB1 according to his former RB1, James Conner. Wide receivers aren't the strongest, but you shoot for upside there.
Yeah. You definitely need a Jaden Higgins breakout with this squad.
Yeah.
As Loveland and Kraft come off the board, I love going Colson Loveland late, Tyler Warren late. Tajay Spears comes off the board there at the 10:09. Joshua says, you or I run from a pile up, crash with our boys, and we're all going to max security prison. Yeah, probably. That lawyer did a good job. What's up, Shane? Welcome in, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Definitely appreciate y'all for being here with us. as Jerome Ford comes off the board in the 10th round. All right. Is there a late round sleeper, Badaki, that you have your eye on here that you're drafting everywhere?
Oh, it's actually who I drafted. I think we spoke about this before, but Trey Benson. Like, Trey Benson is my late round sleeper, and that's because he is not rising up ADP whatsoever. Yep. You can get a guy who, you said it, every year James Conner has been hurt. Literally outside of the only year we advocated for him to get hurt, which was last year. And that obviously doesn't give Trey Benson the opportunity. I think Trey Benson, not saying I'm advocating for James Conner to get hurt. I'm just saying I think we will just see a lot more of him going into year 2. So that's my biggest sleeper coming into this year.
Specifically at the running back position. Obviously, everyone knows I'm with you on that. But I think it would be different if, like for example, Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright is difficult because when he had opportunities last year, he wasn't that good. He didn't look great. His efficiency wasn't really there. There wasn't the explosive plays. Trey Benson from week 3 onwards, if you look at his averages, I mean, he was incredibly efficient. On a per touch basis, more fantasy points per touch than like Jonathan Taylor. So Benson showed with limited opportunities that there is some enticing upside there. I'm right there with you. I personally, as a Trey Benson stan, don't think we have to have a James Conner injury for Trey Benson to make this really annoying, towards the end of the year. I would not be surprised if the first 5 weeks it's the James Conner show, but back into the season, you start to see a bigger split, a bigger, kind of share between the opportunities. That would not surprise me whatsoever if that ended up happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, we kind of seen a bit of that kind of being spoken about, on social media. With Trey Benson getting a little bit more opportunity coming into this year. So, another trigger Trey, huh?
That's right. All right, I'm about to be on the clock here. We've got Nico, Worthy, Downs, Igbuka. We've got Henry, Cook, Swift, Jackson Fields, and Andrews. And I was going to take Kyle Williams there, so I don't want to go wide receiver anymore. I'm going to go running back. And probably going to be between Tootin and Allen. I very much believe it is Breece Hall season again, but I'll take Braylon Allen. He's getting good hype out of camp. I don't think it's going to mean much. Okay. I don't think he's going to be a reliable fantasy starter, but we're here in the 11th round, and I'm shooting at handcuffs at this point.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You got to take a shot on some of these guys. Handcuffs are always the case. I'm actually hoping for one to come back to me.
This is actually a gross part of the board at this point as well.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. Let's see what happens.
Come on, Ray.
Now, in the 12th round, obviously you want to go for handcuffs of running backs you don't have, so you kind of shoot for upside. But I also think there's something to be said about just playing it smart too. I take James Cook in the 4th round. All the way in the 12th round, Ray Davis is available. Now I don't have to worry. I don't have to ask the question, well, what if he does actually hold out? What if he gets traded? What if they don't work it out? I think at some point in the draft, you start to rationalize the risk versus reward. Obviously, Braylon Allen is a handcuff in which I don't have with Breece Hall. But I think you start to rationalize it in your mind as you go.
Yeah, no question. No question. That's why you get like you said, the Allens, the Davis, the Algiers, the Garendos of the world.
Scribble says, is Houston going to bounce back this year? Their offensive line looks rough, personally. I don't know what that offense is going to look like. Joe Mixon, his injury is a little bit of a mystery right now. I don't think we have the full picture.
No.
So it's a little bit of, fishing at night without any light, and you're trying to fish for information. You're not really sure what's real and what's not. With Joe Mixon's situation, you kind of have to digest it as it comes. And the offensive line, it's different than last year, but there's no guarantee it's going to be better. It was already one of the worst offensive lines last year, point blank period. So yeah, it's a difficult question to answer, but I think their passing game could certainly recover. I don't know that I would bet on like the entire Houston team to recover though. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think it's going to get better. I think are they going to come back and be what they were when CJ Stroud's rookie year? Probably not, but I think they didn't. If I'm trying to remember if they invested in our offensive line, I know that they drafted a bunch of, or they traded for a couple of right tackles, or they signed a right tackle. I think if I'm trying to remember, Cam Robinson is definitely a big one.
Obviously losing Laremy Tunsil was big, though.
Laremy Tunsil was a big one, yeah. But I mean, Laremy Tunsil even said, like, when he got traded, he was like, it makes sense. He was like, a lot of guys were injured and I'm older, and they wanted to start building that chemistry, and he was hindering them. Like, he said something along those lines. So
yeah,
Larry Tunsil thinks that like that's going to help them. Not saying they're going to be the be on the end all and like they're going to be great, but I think there was also a lot of hurt last year. Specifically, you had a bad offensive line. Nico Collins missed a huge chunk of the game. Tank Dell gets hurt again. It was just terrible at times. They had a good defense.
Yeah.
So I think they can definitely bounce back for sure.
Gator had a question. How many entries are there for the community leagues? I think for the league we're raffling off tonight, which is the Chi-Town League, I think there are currently 31 entries. I'll have to double check on that. But we're going to try and remove anyone who already got into a league. And that's just because we want to make it as fair as possible to everyone. We want everyone to be able to have a chance to be able to join a good league. So if you've already gotten into a league, like for example, you got into the league we did last week, the Philly League, then probably remove you from this raffle just because we want to make it as fair as we possibly can. But again, if you guys are out there and watching, you're not sure what I'm talking about, we do these community leagues. So you can draft with other league members. If you don't have a league that you care about, you don't have a league that you think matters, we've got them. We put these on for our community. Shout out to Rowan who commissions them for us. But it's a real prize pot, $25 buy-in, so it's nothing crazy, but it means something. It's people in our community that care. You're not just joining a random league online from people that you don't really know. It's all people who are part of our community. So you have to either be an annual Mother Flocker member to join these raffles, or you have to be a season pass member with the promo code LAND. You have to use the promo code LAND. So you can get the season pass. It's $34 for the entire season. You get access to be a part of the leagues, but that is just like one of the perks. There are many perks. You also get access to the Flock site, unlimited access to all the premium tools on the Flock site, my rankings, in season, rest of season, the draft guide, some vouchers where you can come on the live streams and ask me questions. So I'll put that link to the season pass in the chat. And then once you've signed up and you've joined with the season pass or an annual Mother Flocker membership in our Discord, you will see an announcements tab. And in the announcements tab, you'll see a form. And that form is where you can enter your details to join the raffles.
Yeah.
I took Jack Bech with the 13th pick. I'm back on the clock here. And I'm tempted to go Kendre Miller. I'm not going to lie to you. But I might... go Pat Bryant for the lulz. I think he's been getting some love out of camp, which I kind of want to see. Want to be a part of that. Gator says, you have to fill out the form each time you want to possibly be in one of the leagues. You can fill out the form for each of the leagues if you want to. So if you want to put the the time in and up your chances, you can increase your odds of getting into a league by signing up for every one of them. You can't enter into a league twice. But
so if you're already in a league, then that's the only one league you can get into.
If you're already in a league, obviously we know everybody wants to be in as many good leagues as they can, but I think it's pretty reasonable for us to say, hey, we want everyone to have a chance. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of like what we did with the Dynasty ones, right? Like, give everyone a chance to get in, and if maybe somehow some people start to trickle out, or like no one's responding to some of those invitations, then we can go in and get some of those entries there. But actually, that is in our Discord. Go under the announcements tab, like Zach said. You even put that Discord link. So that Nightbot's gonna send it out to you right now. But go to our Discord, go to announcements tab, and look for that. I'm pretty sure it's pinned. Is it pinned?
Can't really pin on Discord, but it's the first one in the announcements tab. And if it's not the first one, you can just, keep looking. We will do another mock draft, Angel, but we're going to just raffle off these league spots. Well, I'll give you guys one last chance to enter for today's league. So today's league that we're raffling off is going to be the Chi-Town League, okay? So you'd be clicking the Chi-Town League. And again, you just need to either be a redraft pass member with promo code LAND or an annual Motherflocker member with the code LAND, and you can enter into today's raffle. We'll be doing a live draft on this stream, on this channel, on Thursday night for the Chicago League, the Chi-Town League. So I'll give you guys one last chance to do that. We'll do one more mock draft altogether. If you get the season pass, no, you're not guaranteed to get into a league. I mean, full transparency, we just couldn't start that many leagues. We couldn't manage that many leagues. I think just being 100% honest and transparent with you, I feel like if we manage that many leagues where everyone who's a member gets the spot, I don't think we would manage them well. Badaki and I don't have the capability to manage them well if we did that. We want these leagues to matter. We want them to be important. We want them to, give you guys your time to shine, if you will. But obviously you have a very good chance, and you can sign up to all the leagues if you want. When you become a member, you can increase your odds by signing up for the Chi-Town, the Hollywood, the H-Town, and the Big Apple League.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, so that mock draft is over. So I'll give you guys one last shot to enter those leagues today, and then we'll do that raffle here after this last mock draft. Let's jump into one more on the Flock site. Again, if you want to jump into a mock draft with us on the Flock site, you can create a free account with the promo code LAND and come draft with us. We'll do another start 8 there. And I'm going to send this link to you, Badaki, so you can get in.
Okay.
And then I will put this in the mock drafts tab as well. Let me know when you're ready.
Let me get the 10th spot. Okay. I am ready.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send that link out here in 3, 2, 1 into the Discord, the mock drafts tab. And that is going to fill up, I think, relatively quickly. Are we streaming from Austin on the 14th? Yes. So that Hollywood League on the 14th, Badaki and I will both be in Austin. So that will be fun.
I want to be in that league.
Yeah, that would be fun. Hey, I want to give everyone as best of a chance to get in the league, but that would be fun.
I get that. Yeah, it would be cool to be in that. But are you trying to get in that league, Sammy, or have you signed up for that one? Maybe we should get Sammy.
We have I think we have like 1 or 2 spots left in this league, by the way, for you guys to enter, or for not this league, sorry, this mock draft.
Oh, yeah, Sammy, message us on Discord when you get there. Like, when are your dates you're flying in and out? I'm out of curiosity.
Okay, let's go ahead and start this. Alternate is in the draft twice, so he's got to try and draft 2 different teams here, 2 different strategies. He's got the cheat code.
Imagine if he actually got both. That's crazy if it's going to register for both right there.
I want to see if he can draft from both spots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he is going to be able to choose from two different teams.
Let's see. Does it let you draft I alternate from here? I'm assuming that was him. It didn't look like it was an auto pick.
No, that was quick. It's probably a glitch. He's probably not going to be able to. Oh, you're there for a minute, Sammy. That's cool. We'll definitely hang out. He says it's glitched. Okay, well that's fine. Well, we can definitely get the devs on it. It's good that we're live. Maybe the devs. Well, it's 9:30 over here. I don't know what those guys are doing, but at least we have video proof of this. But yeah, appreciate you guys. We're excited. We're excited for this meetup. I'm pumped. I think I'm excited to experience it with Zach.
Yeah.
Last time, obviously, Zach was sick, so he went home a little bit earlier. But you know, everyone had their partner last time, and I was rocking solo dolo. I'm gonna rock in holding Zach's hand this time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see all of you guys.
Should be good.
All right, what are you thinking here?
Just realized I'm on the clock here.
So, Neighbors was a pick before that, Nico Collins. And now Brian Thomas. The Flock devs are in shambles. The devs, by the way, they only have one team this year. So they have one team in the Flock League. They've combined together, which could be a super team. We'll have to wait and see.
It could be a super team. It also could be really difficult because like you're just not going to see any of those guys. Whatever players on the devs team is going to be so hard to get them to trade.
Yeah.
All of them are going to be talking in each other's heads.
They're not exactly the most active bunch in trade conversations, are they?
You could definitely get. I always got Joe to talk.
Yeah, Joe's probably going to be the spearhead for their team.
Yeah, 100%.
Apparently, the Philly League, which was drafted last week on stream, just made a trade. What's the trade, Josh? What happened? I heard Justin Fields got dropped in the Philly League.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try and be sweet to the devs and see if I can get a trade done with them this year.
They don't like you.
I love it.
Me and Joe have something in common now. He's a dad, so.
Oh, Philly in real life just did a trade. Oh, right. It was like some cornerback they traded for or something.
Yeah, it was cornerback for like some defensive tackle or something like that. So nothing too crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's recap. We have Amon-Ra, St. Brown going in the second round there with Joel. Bit of a surprise there, I'd say. Chase Brown going in the second, which is never really happening on Sleeper, but constantly happening in these drafts. I think he's worthy of a second round pick. That's where I have him ranked. I love your start. Your start is my dream start. The Thomas Achane. That's
see you at the top, man.
That's my absolute dream start in any draft I can get in. So we have Brock Bowers going there at the 208. I alternate goes with Johnny Taylor there. So he starts double RB. And let's go ahead and sort by our rankings. Lab McConkey comes off the board, so we'll go Josh Jacobs. That's perfect.
Oh, boy.
Tyreek Hill at the 212, then Rashee Rice. Wow, I did not expect either of those picks, honestly.
No, same. Well, makes you yours.
Yeah, I'm tired of not trying to pursue my strategy, so I don't want to like go crazy here, but I'm gonna try it and see if I went Breece Hall, what it would feel like here. So we're gonna try Lamb Jacobs Hall as a start. I don't think I would do this in a real draft, but I'm just trying to test this out.
Yeah.
Johnny says, with the A.J. Brown injury, would you look to buy Devonta or sell high in Dynasty? I mean, I've been trying to sell Devonta in Dynasty for years now. As Bowers and McBride go to the same team. You love to see it. But yeah, I mean, if for some reason someone in Dynasty is now more interested in Devonta Smith, definitely sell high. I would be shocked if most people don't react like that in Dynasty to an injury. But I certainly wouldn't view this as a buy low. What about you, Badaki?
No, it's not a buy low. Not for AJ Brown specifically, or sorry, Devonta Smith, or sell high in Dynasty. So, I mean, no, I don't. I agree.
Johnny says, "How's?"
Just trying to think about it a little bit. Go ahead.
Johnny says, "How's my start at the 3?" So he has the Gibbs, Kyron, McConkey start. I definitely don't hate it. I'm curious to see what that wide receiver room is going to look like. I'm of the personal opinion that if you start with like an anchor running back, I think you should probably focus on wide receivers in the next 2 rounds. So McConkey, I don't dislike that pick, but I probably would have gone like a JSN over a Kyron at that point. But I don't think it's a bad start. It's just a personal preference.
I mean, I'm going to take one of these quarterbacks every time. Every time I'll take him.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lamar and Josh Allen fell that far. In a lot of your home leagues, they're not going to be out of the second round, honestly. So
there goes Joe with Josh Allen there. That's a rainbow. Devontae Adams.
That's a nice start from Joel. To get Josh Allen at the 3-12 and then Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra Genti, that's hot. I like that.
Yeah, I agree.
What's up, TX? This is a 1 quarterback mock. Although I said this earlier, I do have a super flex strategy video coming out in the next couple of days, and I'm convinced that it will flop. So if anyone out there plays super flex, definitely be on the lookout for it. If it does flop, it's going to kind of confirm my opinion, which is that not a lot of people are looking for super flex content, and I probably won't prioritize it. But if it does well, then it could change my opinion, and I could say, okay, there's more people playing super flex and redraft now.
If it flops, it's your fault. You, the community, not Zach's fault.
What's up, Primetime? Welcome in. You know what's funny? I tweeted out today. I did not expect this many responses, but I asked people what their hot takes were, and I was gonna reply to all of them with a GIF of my opinion, and I have not been able to keep up. There's been so many replies. But I'm trying to read some of them now. Oh, you're in there, KG. Rashee Rice would be a top 5 wide receiver by the end of the season. I definitely could see that in rankings. Another Rashee Rice one. I mean, there's so many hot takes here. I didn't expect this many people to reply. So maybe we'll look at a couple of those in a second. As James Cook, you took him at the 403. Then Jalen Hurts, Kamara, Kittle, Sutton, T-Mac off the board. And now Mike Evans also gone. We started, remember, CeeDee Lamb, Jacobs, Breece Hall.
Not bad. Yeah, I'm going to grab a water, so I'll be right back.
Yep. I honestly really love all the options available to me at this turn. A lot of positions I feel like I could grab here. Reading the board, though, Team 1 has 3 receivers. They could go double receiver again. I think it would be silly. I don't think it would be a smart strategy. So I'm going to actually go Travion here. Shoot at the upside here with my 4th round pick at the 411. And I think there should be a receiver that I like available in the 5th round. It's an interesting start from the 1 spot. Terry wasn't going to be my pick, so I'm fine with that. And we're going to go ahead and grab, it's either George Pickens or Jameson Williams. I already got CeeDee Lamb, so let's go Jameson Williams there. Let's not be a dumbass here. Yeah. So we're gonna grab Jameson Williams there.
Crazy. I
am very happy with that turn. I mean, maybe Team 1 was never gonna go running back, but I personally thought if I'm Team 1, there's no way I'm passing up on like a Chuba Hubbard when I haven't gotten a wide receiver through my first 3 picks. Like a Hubbard, Harvey, Johnson, Connor. 1 or 2 of those guys are going to be on my team, but I'm very curious to see what their running back room is going to look like at the 1 spot. They're trying a very wide receiver heavy strategy, so let's see how that pans out for them.
Yeah, not bad. I need to hope one of these wide receivers that I like falls to me, which is not too bad right now.
What's up, Prime Time? He says, I'm curious, Zach, as a Commanders fan, who's the RB1 this year? Are you buying the Ja'Cory hype? Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, I am definitely in the sense of like as a sleeper, but if he starts becoming like a 10th round pick, I think that's stupidity. I think Brian Robinson will be the starter. I think it will be that way until he goes down with an injury. If he does it, I think he probably will be the starter, but I do like JCM a lot. He's one of my favorite stashes, and I'm hoping that people can chill the hell out with the hype on him. That way you can still get him late in drafts. But this is the problem. We get like any sort of sniff of potentially like a sleeper out there, and then the entire world runs with it, and it's impossible. The guy no longer is a sleeper. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's not a sleeper if everyone's talking about him, you know? So
yeah, I think it's just going to get more intense just because you're going to see him during the preseason. I doubt Eckler is going to play.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see him play a lot of those snaps and then have, good opportunity there.
Yeah. So definitely a fan of him, but I want his ADP to be realistic.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
TX says Jameson's going to take another step forward. He's a superior football player to Amon-Ra. More chances for him this, I guess, year. You don't have to sell me on Jameson. If you guys remember, if you were following our Dynasty channel back in 2022, I had Jameson as the number 1 wide receiver in that class. Remember that was a class with like Garrett Wilson, Olave, and for a long time I felt like a dumbass because that just seemed like stupidity a year afterwards. But yeah, you don't have to sell me on Jameson. I love the guy and very excited to hear, all the narratives coming out of camp and how they plan to use him, how they plan to unleash him in the offense. I'm very excited about that.
No, it should be good.
We did have a Trey question from Harris Smith on the Flock site, so I want to answer that quickly. It looks like they would send away Judkins for 2 first-round picks. I have said this. I am not selling Judkins at his current price, but let's be realistic. His current price is not 2 first-round picks. So right now, people are hesitant to send a single first-round pick. So, it's a first and a second. So with it being a first and a second.
In the back end, he said the second's supposed to be a first round. It's supposed to be a mid-first late, not an early mid-1. Oh, actually, it's mid to late first, not an early mid to late first.
So he's getting a 2027 first and a second. I think that's enough to sell Judkins, but I am more on the buy side of this. I just think overall you're seeing him go a lot cheaper than that. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But
which makes sense. You're on the clock here.
Yes, I am. I'm just looking at expert consensus here. I really think I should be able to draft 2 receivers here, in theory, because if Team 1 is going receivers again here, I think they've lost the plot.
Well, he got a running back.
So he goes those run. Oh my God, you couldn't have gone a riskier running back room. How could you?
I mean, he got a risky wide receiver room with Tyreek and Rice and Terry.
This is the all risk team. Every stream we have one person going all risk. Tyreek, we don't know what that offense is going to look like. Rice, we don't know what the suspension is going to look like. Terry, will he play week 1? Judkins, will he be suspended? When will Mixon be healthy? That is the all-risk team, but it could pay off. There's a lot of upside there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
By the way, I'm going to jump into a best ball draft on the back end. I know, Badaki, you can't because you're in New York at the moment. But I'm going to jump into a rabbit here. Let's see.
I miss it, actually. I have
2 spots remaining.
I open up the app every day.
Oh, really?
But I generally try and join every day just to see if it's going to go through.
Yeah, New York not unlocked just yet, but if you want to draft with us over on the FastDraft app, Nightbot put a little link in the chat for you. But you can download the app on any platform. All right, for FastDraft, use the promo code LAND at sign up. We'll match your deposit up to $50. That is 10 free Flex 4 tourneys on us or 5 free rabbits. When you finish your first contest, I'll send you my rookie report and my season rankings completely free. So we all love a mock draft, but I also love real drafts, and best ball is the best. I guess the best if you're looking for a real draft feeling where there's pressure, where it matters, where there's money on the line, best ball is the best. There's nothing that can fill that. So we're going to jump into a rabbit here. It just filled, and I am drafting at we'll find out here in a second. Is that me at the 1 spot? Oh no, I'm at the 5 spot. So I'm at the 5 spot.
Okay.
I will keep you updated as my draft pick is coming up. But here in round 7 on the Flock site, we've got Addison, Judy, Godwin, Kupp, Brian Robinson, Shakir Igbukah, and Hawkinson coming off the board. If Joel can put together a running back, like some depth with running backs and wide receivers, I really like this team that he's got.
Yeah, Joel's team is not bad.
He goes Baker there, so he goes double quarterback. That's interesting. Didn't expect that. Maybe there's not a running back he really likes on the board. Sometimes it is tough when you need a running back and you're looking at the draft board and you're like, who the hell am I supposed to draft here?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. And that's what I'm going to take. I'm going to take Tyrone Tracy there.
Jamar Chase, Bijan Gibbs is the start over here on FastDraft. I'm hoping for a Jefferson start. Let's see if that's possible. Yep, perfect. So we're going to start with Justin Jefferson here at the 105. It is a 10-team format over here on FastDraft. The Rabbit 1 quarterback, 15 rounds, full PPR. It is different to a traditional best ball tourney in the sense of it is total points from weeks 1 to 18 or 17. So it's not like some of these other tournaments where you have to worry about specifically week 17 and what sort of matchups you're chasing for correlation. It's much more reflective of how you would draft in your home league, I would say.
Yeah.
But
which is fun.
Yeah. So Scatterboo and Tracy come off the board back to back. I was very heavily leaning Scatterboo before the injury. Now I think it will take Scat a little bit longer to kind of take over that backfield. But are you all in on Tracy with this pick or just?
I still think it's 50-50.
Okay.
But with the injury, if that lingers into the season and it's a hamstring, then I think it's easily going to be Tyrone Tracy's job. Which means I just got to start a running back here in the 8th round as my RB3.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I was definitely leaning towards it being Scatterboo until that injury happened. I still think he can take over the job at some point in the season, so it makes me hesitant to draft a Tracy.
So you think he's going to take over?
I think it could be difficult to start the year for him.
I'll go Jordan Mason there. Take over the whole role, or
I think he can be the lead back this year at some point. Not straight away necessarily, but
sure, just in general. Like at some point, you can see him being the RB1.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna grab. I probably lean Ingram here. Let me look at my rankings. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Ingram here in the 9th round. And then over on the FastDraft app, we have Devon Achan available to us with our 206. I mean, remember, it's a 10-teamer, but our strategy is working out perfectly here. Jefferson Achan. We saw a lot of running backs go in round one, like Saquon, McCaffrey, Genty. And then there was this huge fall off until the 204 where Derrick Henry, Chase Brown come off the board. Now, there's a third-round reversal here in the Rabbit tournament. Basically trying not to let the Jamar Chase teams just dominate the tourney. But that will go, the 301 will go to the 12 spot, and we'll see what happens here in round 3.
Let's see. Man, I miss it. I miss it. You definitely get a sense of FOMO if I'm watching this and I can't play FastDraft. I got FOMO.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you, everyone in Indiana and New York, but believing for it to get there ASAP. And I'm on the clock here.
Joshua says I'm trying to watch fantasy drafting, not Blue Chew commercials. Gotta get YouTube Premium, bro. Gotta get YouTube Premium. Yeah, New York is just tough to get a hold of as far as like clearance for FastDraft. They're not very responsive, unfortunately, in that area. Elijah says, is Breece Hall being overlooked? I mean, last year the guy was a first-round pick. Yes, Braylon Allen is a dog and deservedly will get more work, but come on, we all have eyes. Breece is a dude. I kind of agree. I think he's a pick in the third round I'm comfortable to take. I took him here in the third round on the Flock site draft, but I can understand people's concerns because of the narratives the coaches are talking about. But I'm about to have my third pick here in this Rabbit tourney. Jefferson Achan. We have Breece Amarion available, but in a 10-teamer, I think I'm going to go either McBride or Allen Jackson. So top quarterbacks are available for me here. And I'm going to add some more stock of Lamar Jackson. So we're going to start Jefferson, Achan, Jackson here in this 10-teamer. I'll keep you updated through the fourth round.
Love that. I just took Loveland here in the 10th round.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How you feeling about that Bears offense? I mean, I've been seeing all these clips of Caleb Williams and
yeah.
I'm seeing all the negative clips of Caleb. Haven't seen anything too positive.
Yeah, neither. That's the problem.
Like,
haven't heard a single positive thing about Caleb this offseason.
Caleb, exactly. So that's a little bit concerning.
It's very concerning. I mean, I'm not making that up. I haven't heard a single positive thing.
Yeah.
That's
always been like my concern. That's always been my concern with Caleb. Like, I think it feels really early, but I think it's make or break for him. There's no excuses. He gets the offensive mind head coach. You get an elite tight end. You have two amazing wide receivers. You have an off progressing. Yeah, you don't have the best running back room, but still, your defense is pretty solid already.
Yeah.
There's no excuses anymore.
So, just quick update here. We went with Ken Walker in round 4. So, Jefferson, Achan, Jackson, Walker. But I agree with you, man. Honestly, I'm getting pretty concerned about Caleb Williams, but it's only preseason. And Ben Johnson's pretty good at getting his quarterbacks to run the offense he wants to run. So, I'm not going to... as I forgot to make a pick here, my bad. I'm not going to think on it too heavily, but it's impacting my ability to be like in on names like DJ Moore, Roma Dunze. You know, it doesn't really concern me so much to draft like a DeAndre Swift. Even Loveland feels easier, but these outside guys, it's starting to concern me a little bit more, but I'm certainly not giving up. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to put them off my draft board or anything, but I'm definitely starting to ask some questions for sure.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. I'm right there. It's always been my concern. I think he can still give you a happy medium of success when it comes down to the DJ Moores and the Roma Dunes, but maybe to readjust those expectations. Like if we get DJ Moore in the 6 and we got the glimpse of DJ Moore of last year, I don't think that's terrible, but I think it would still be like, oh, do I just shoot with the upside then in a different perspective? I'm on the clock here. I gotta figure out who I want to take. I have no idea, and I go Drake. Auto drafts me Drake May there, so that's all right.
Drake May off the board. Any opinion on Drake May? Any strong feelings on Drake May either way?
No. I think this is still a little bit more of a longer leash with him. We saw some really good not really good success. We just saw positive. Like it was trending towards a positive way towards the end of the season, where I feel like you didn't get that with Caleb. So I feel really comfortable with Drake May. Now the weapons around him is not what we hoped and expected. You know, sure they get the Kyle Williams of the world, which, you know what, I'll go ahead and draft. They go ahead and sign Stephon Diggs, but nothing else. You get Travion Henderson, but no big major weapon. So maybe we will see somebody like that in 26, or they trade for a big wide receiver somehow in next year's class or next year's off season. But I feel pretty confident in Drake May, him taking the next step, especially under Mike Vrabel for sure. It was Tillman, Stevenson, Bateman. Nice little quick picks there from all these guys as we're getting into this last.
Yeah.
Apparently they're hearing static from me.
Okay, let me check.
I don't know. Wow. So it's definitely you. That's weird.
It's just Discord. I don't really know what to say other than it's Discord.
No, I know. I'm saying like.
I'll grab your own board here. Yeah, not much you can do about that, unfortunately.
Let me know if that sounds better, guys.
Is gonna do its thing. He should sound better now. Yeah, I'll grab Kincaid this late. I don't mind a 13th round Kincaid.
It's Canadian wildfires.
Little update here on Discord. Sorry, on FastDraft, we ended up going Terry McLaurin in the 6th round. I actually haven't got any share of Terry McLaurin in this next version of the Rabbit. I was at 0% because he wasn't falling in drafts, but he fell to the 6th round. It is a 10-teamer, but pretty hyped with this team so far. Don't think I could have had a better start. And again, the FastDraft tourneys are different to other best ball sites. It's weeks 1 to 17 total points. So you don't have to worry and like freak out about, oh, what matchups am I trying to correlate week 17 with, and I want the highest upside matchups and I have to focus on week 17 so much. You can just draft a little bit more like you would in your home league, really. Like realize the players that you like the best. Yeah, Terry in the 6th, 10-teamer makes it a little bit easier. But if Terry is not going to hold out at all and he's ready to go week 1, then I kind of feel like this could be a cheat code team right here. But we went Lamar early. It's just so easy to fill out the... I really feel like I'm always going to onesie in these drafts early because in a 10-teamer, it's just so easy to fill out the rest of your lineup.
So easy. 100%. I'm always
start
going
8,
quarterback.
lineup 2.
Yeah, I'm always going quarterback, tight end as early as possible because of how small the lineup is and because how small, since it's a 10-man league. So
I'm not really a big Zay Flowers guy, by the way, but I have the natural opportunity to stack him here. So I'll grab him here, and then hopefully a guy I actually like comes back into the 4th round, and we'll add one more wide receiver there before we hit on some upside later on. But I never draft Zay Flowers and feel good about it. Like, I never draft Zay Flowers and be like, yeah, that felt great. I'm really excited about what he can do for my team.
He has I think of just the exciting 20. You probably get 3 25+ games out of him.
Yeah.
which is it's
And then
okay
I'll get like 6 games under 5. No, I'm kidding.
yeah,
But feels like it sometimes.
but those yeah, no, I get it. It does feel like it sometimes. So I
Someone
think
went
it's good.
Keenan Allen here in the 14th round, by the way. I really don't want Keenan Allen to sign with the Chargers. I just feel like just let the guys you have develop. You know, let Lad be Lad. Let
QJ be
let
QJ,
Trey
man.
Harris.
Come on.
Yeah, let QJ be a star. But even like Keandre Lambert-Smith looks really like a fun guy right now.
Now Brendan Rice. Yeah, I don't know if you know, he's a legend's son, and he was supposed to break out last year. He was gonna go.
The comments on our Dynasty
Top
channel
3.
about Brendan Rice were crazy. Some of
Yeah,
you guys
they're-
were out of your
Do you
minds.
not know that he's? Do you not know he's Jerry Rice's son?
All right, we're gonna grab. I'm actually really happy with this. We'll grab Ricky Pearsall, Slick Ricky here, in the 8th. So, what y'all think about the team through 8 rounds? We got Lamar, Achane, Walker, Cook, Jefferson, Terry, Zay, Pearsall. No tight end yet, but I mean, that's a strong ass contender if Terry stays in Washington. Sheesh.
Or Terry can come to the New York Football Giants.
No,
next
please,
to,
God,
Russell
no.
Wilson.
I feel like even if he goes to like somewhere like New England, it's
I
okay.
actually
But God,
wouldn't.
not the Giants, please.
Well, I just don't want him. I don't want to pay for it. Well, Terry's not that. Was he 29?
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah,
He's getting
I
up
would.
there.
I saw Michael Parsons want to trade. I said, send 2 first. We'll be fine. We got a quarterback.
Oh yeah, I'm all in. Like, you know, we just
Give me my complete.
my Madden brain is like, send them 2 first and call it a day, or you know, throw in, I don't know, some random player that doesn't matter to us.
Please, I actually don't care who it is outside of Malik Neighbors or Dex Lawrence. Just send him.
Yeah.
Send that player and give me Micah Parsons.
I'm gonna grab Rashawn Johnson with my last pick there. I feel pretty good about this team that we built. Didn't mean to draft Jordan Love, but that was my fault. Currently, the expert consensus has me at 8th and you at 9th. And I alternated it, so which somehow got in this draft twice. I don't know how that happened. Some glitch, and then he ended up being in there twice at the top. I can't sort by my rankings. Oh, I can. Does that change anything for me? It puts me at 3rd, which makes more sense.
Where does it put me? 6.
Puts you 6th, so a little bit higher than you were.
Just a little bit.
All right. After I took Ricky, we had Mahomes, Fields, Downs, Pollard. I'll read that in a second. I kind of need to take some action here.
No, you do your thing. I don't know how you guys.
Actually, we're going to grab Mark here.
The nightly streams.
We'll stack Mark and Lamar. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just seeing Mason in the chat, and I was like, I don't know how you guys do these nightly streams.
What do you mean?
It's like 10 o'clock right now, and I
yeah.
know Zach is like has his whole day ahead of him. It's like there's no way I'm doing this live stream at 10 o'clock at night if we lived here. I guess we would have to, but
yeah,
man, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I definitely like that we're able to do it in the morning and then kind of move on with our day a little bit. But hey, the grind set, as they say. I'm gonna probably grab Mixon if he falls any further than this. If not, Higgins is always a target for me. I like reading in best ball. He's always got some of them spike weeks. Nothing wrong with Godwin either. We can grab some Godwin if we want.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those names. Or I can double up on tight end. Grab like a Loveland or Warren. I've got Andrews here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's far enough for me to draft Joe Mixon. The 10th round. I mean, there's got to be some point where you say to yourself, all right, I can't let him fall any further than that.
No, you just got to go for it.
That's crazy. The 10th round is so far. Mason asked me if I'm ready for a 20-hour flight. Honestly, no, but gonna do my best. I hate flying, and honestly, like last year the flight was just rough. So I'm trying to like not think about what happened last year. I just feel like it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Dude, that flight last year was hell. If no one's heard the story, what happened was, so me and Badaki, we got booked at the same time, so we were sitting beside each other. If you guys seen Badaki in real life, lots to love, right? You're on your health journey, but you're a bigger dude, definitely a bigger dude.
I'm on my health journey. Lots of love, but he's on his health journey.
I only say that because you say that.
Yeah.
He always says that. But so I got sat in the middle between Badaki and another big old dude. And we were about to take off for that was like a 17-hour flight because it was straight to Dallas. And yeah, that was rough. But we've taken precautions to make sure we know what the seats are this year and put some things in place. I actually am going to take a Valium. My doctor was like, just take a Valium, knock yourself out. You're going to be happier. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm going to take a Valium, try and sleep as much as I can on the flight. And I think it's actually, to me, I feel like it's easier going to LA because you get like a break. Straight to Dallas feels super intense.
I would agree. Like coming here, going to LA, it was 3 hours or 4 hours shorter, or the flight. Like going from Sydney to LA, I think it's 12 hours, but we got there in like 11. We got there almost an hour and a half earlier because of the wind.
Right.
And we were booking it. So we got there hella early that we actually had to wait in the plane because custom was closed. We got there
so you just had to wait in the sky?
We had to wait in the plane for another hour because they don't.
Oh, like just on the tarmac.
On the tarmac, yeah. Well, they got us to the gate and then we waited.
Wow.
Because customs didn't open till 6.
That's wild.
I mean, it was good that we got there early, but it sucked that I had to wait on the plane for another hour. But,
yeah, that sounds awful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would rather just the flight have gone a normal time because, like, mentally you're ready to get off the plane when you land.
Yeah, I think it's also my part is like just get me on the floor. Like I need to be on ground
Sure.
immediately. You know, like
WG says now they go first class. No, unfortunately, not first class. That would be honestly, even like business would like. I flew business once. Have you flown business before?
No.
I've flown business once and it ruined me, like in the best way. I understand why people who fly business think that they're better than me. Because let's be real, they're better than me. The lifestyle they're living is better than the lifestyle I'm living. That's just a fact.
It is crazy when you get on the plane and then like you have a quick glance at first class and they already got their feet up.
Yeah. You're walking by them and they're like, don't look at me.
Yeah, they got their champagne in their hand. They got their shoes off already in their cocoon. And then you're going to go to the sea and sit next to someone like me.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually flew business. I used my points to upgrade on the flight back from Austin last year. That was the first time I ever did it. And it was incredible. But I was really sick at that time. Like, I was trying to work through some sickness. And I got on the plane and I fell asleep pretty much instantly. It was like a 16-hour flight or something. And I fell asleep instantly. And I kid you not, I woke up. And I woke up to the announcement that said, ladies and gentlemen, in 30 minutes we'll be landing in Sydney, Australia. So please put your seats up. And I actually felt like it did its job because I was flying business. I slept the entire time. But I was also super disappointed because I was like, wait, can you fly around for a second? I didn't get the experience. Like I want to get the experience of being here and, you know, experience the seat a little bit. The food, I slept the entire time. So we'll grab some Trey Harris here. But yeah, I'm obsessed with business class now.
But you're sitting next to Karina, so you're chilling this time.
Yeah, we've got her coming with me. We planned it strategically where there's a seat free in the middle. So I'm hoping nobody's stupid enough to book that seat, but who knows? If it's a full flight, then there's nothing you can do. Was yours a full flight or no?
No, there was so many empty seats, and like there was no one sitting next to me on both flights, like going from Sydney to New York.
Well, you
or Sydney
know,
to LA.
the benefit is nobody wants to go to America right now. Like anyone who doesn't live in America, nobody wants to go to America right now.
No.
Like tourism's at an all-time low. So that's a benefit to us.
It's crazy in these streets, man.
That is a benefit to us. I'll take it. We're definitely going to grab Trey Benson here if he's available. I love how late his ADP is on this app. Mooney's also super interesting. Luther Burden goes super late. Bateman. Those would be my last two picks, some of those names. JCM goes ahead of Trey Benson here, by the way.
Yeah, sheesh.
Jeez. I'll grab Trey.
So my flights are full, which is weird. It's probably because Austin is a big... Well, I don't know. Where are you flying from? Where do you live, Sammy? That's the next question.
Yeah, Sammy, where are you from again? I can't remember. But that doesn't surprise me that domestic flights are full. I would expect your domestic flights to be full.
But my flight from LA to New York wasn't full.
Oh, really?
And I was surprised. I didn't have anyone sitting next to me going to New York.
Huh.
But I actually need to buy my flight because I had to cancel my original flight that I sent to New York. But I got a refund, or I got points, so I need to book that.
Okay.
All right, you live in Canada.
Oh, so I guess it is international. That's surprising, yeah. I'm just gonna set up this raffle for this league. Give me a second here.
Damn, we live in Canada, Ottawa. He said, "Come visit democracy unfolded in person." Nah, I'll pass. You know, I was telling Mike, I come to New York every time, and I love to see my family, and I love the vibe in New York. And then, like after a couple of days, it's like I don't want to be here.
Really?
I mean, I love being with my family. I love like hanging out with them. I love like chilling. I love doing all the things that we normally used to do. Then once I step outside, it's like I don't want to have the chaos of like having to see who's next to me, having to make sure like no one's weird as fuck is around me. Sorry. You know, like there's just a lot of shit you have to do, and it's like I don't know. I guess that's the way I grew up, because maybe where at least my neighborhood's good now. But growing up, my mom always told me, you know, make sure you're not too close to no one. Make sure you're not looking at no one like that. Make sure, you know, if you're gonna get into something, protect yourself. And
Sure.
it's like I feel all that coming back when, and I go to Australia. I don't give a shit what anyone's doing. I'm not caring about no one who's walking in front of me, who's walking behind me, what that person's doing, what that person looks like. I'm just chilling.
Sure.
So.
All right. Last little update here on my my little tourney. Sorry, you can use code LAND if you want to download FastDraft. Y'all know that by now. Get your deposit matched up to $50. But that's the team that we ended up with. What do we think, Badaki? I'm gonna say that this feels like a real contender to win it all.
This guy.
Think about it. Lamar. Okay, first off, Baker falling to round 12. What? As my quarterback too. Well, our running back room of Achane, Walker, Cook, Mixon, Benson. We don't even need Joe Mixon. It'd just be great if he came back. A wide receiver room of Justin, Terry, Zay, Pearsall, Trey, Luther, Mark, and Loveland. I guess we're going to need our wide receiver room to step up. outside of Justin. We're going to need Terry to not be suspended, or sorry, not to hold out. But I mean, that's a solid ass contender right there in my mind. All right.
You're lucky it wasn't in this draft. You're just lucky.
Was I? We are gonna do this raffle for the league this week, for the Chi-Town League. Okay. Now, if you don't exactly know what's going on or what that means, we do community drafts where you can join a real league with the community. $25 buy-in, $25 buy-in. And all you need to do to enter is either become an annual Mother Flocker member with the promo code LAND or buy a season pass with the promo code LAND. Either of those are fine options. If you don't know what the season pass is, it gives you unlimited access to the Flock site for the entire 2025 season for $34. It's about $1.60 per month for the rest of the year, for the rest of the season. Access all the way until January 1st. You get 4 vouchers where you can come on stream and ask me questions, me and Badaki questions. You get my draft guide. You get weekly rankings in season, rest of season rankings, the off season rankings. And of course, you get access to being these raffles for our leagues. I'll put a link in the chat there in case y'all want to sign up for the season pass. Now, we actually have to give away a season pass. We have to do that giveaway. And if you don't know, we're giving away a season pass today. All you had to do is type Pass Daddy in the chat, one word, and like the stream to enter. A little update. We currently have 42 entries. So I'm going to leave this until the end of the stream. We'll do this at the very end. We'll do that giveaway. As some of you guys are starting to pile in here. 44, it's moving up, 45. But we're going to give away, raffle off the spots for the Chi-Town League. Let me look at the latest update and see if anyone's gotten a last minute submission in. Because I think
this one, a couple people got last minute submissions, which is good.
I think we might have had a last minute submission. Let me double check though. It's hard to keep up with this. Hold on. Let's see. Where are we at?
The Chi-Town League. Yeah, so the Hollywood League is going to be... We're live streaming that night on the 14th, aren't we?
Yep.
What are we... I think we might have something planned that day, by the way.
We just had 3 entries there last second, so let me get those entries in. Hold on.
Let me just double check.
Patty Mag. Patty Mag. If you already got into the Philly League, I'm not going to include your name. I'm sorry, but we want to give everyone an equal chance to enter a league this year.
We got the 14th. We gotta hope that. Okay, trivia. We're chilling. We're chilling on the 14th.
Okay. So, I think I have all the entries. Let me just double check. Some of y'all are trying to enter twice, and I'm trying to make sure I don't let people enter twice. So let me just double check this. And then I need to make sure the people who got into the last one don't get a chance, like RoboCop. I'm sorry, I love you, brother. But we want to give everyone a shot here.
Because I don't want no RoboCop.
Okay. ESR also got into the last league. So let's remove him. Okay, so once you remove the people who got into the league last week, because we want to give everyone a fair chance at this, I am left with how many names here? how many names? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. So 19 submissions. There were more, but some of you guys already got into a league. Some of you aren't members. So 19 submissions here. If you are in a league already and you tried to enter this league and I don't have your name in there, just let me know. I'm going to just quickly look and make sure I'm not missing anyone. Let's only look at the Chi-Town League here for a second. So Robo already got into one. That's fine. Dynasty Dude. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let me just tell people on Discord, raffling off the second league right now on stream. Oh, sorry, Alexandra Blunts. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Do you have access to this document? I think you should have access to this document. Actually, I can mark it off as we go. Don't worry.
I can like message it to you, but I don't think I have access, or at least I haven't checked.
Okay.
Since I've been away, but I can write it down if you need me to.
All right, raffling off spots for this second league, which will be live streamed on Thursday night. Here we go. The first spot is going to Risky Amp, who was so close last time at so many different moments. It was almost Risky Amp, and he just missed out. So congratulations. You are the first member here in Chi-Town. And by the way, Rowan is obviously a member, is going to be in that league because he's commissioning it for us. So we now have 10 spots remaining. All right, 10 spots remaining here. Shout out to Risky. Here we go. The second spot up for grabs is officially going to go to, oh my gosh, he risked it all for the biscuit. Mike H. Congratulations, Mike H. I did not think you were going to get in after you you had a chance at the league last week in Philly, but Mike finally gets in. He says F Philly. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to be in the Philly league, Mike. So you're chilling.
All right. So we now have 9 more spots. Yes, 9 spots remaining.
Yes, 9 spots.
The next spot is going to, so close. I have no idea which one it's going to go to, but by an edge. Wow. DC 808 in the building. DC 808 in the building. So congratulations, DC 808. You are in there like swimwear. All right. Next spot is going to... Who will it be? It's officially... Oh my God, that is tight. J.K. Blaine, who tried to get in last week as well. Didn't get in. Congratulations, J.K. Blaine. You are in the Chi-Town League. Where is J.K. Blaine? Where is he? I'm trying to mark him off.
You wanted me to write this down, right? I've been writing it down.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm just marking it off on the spreadsheet as well. All right. So that is 4 spots out of 11 we had remaining. So here's number 5. Oh my gosh, Ryan has been so close every single time. Congratulations to Uncle Smoke. Uncle Smoke, who submitted today. Uncle Smoke got in there today, so he is in there like swimwear. And by the way, if you don't get in, don't worry. We're going to try and raffle off reserve spots as well, so it's not all over. All right. Yeah. Next spot is going to... Ryan is so close every single time. Oh my gosh. Megatron 30, who another person who entered today. Megatron 30 is in there like swimwear, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next spot. I really hope Ryan gets in here. He's been cucked a couple times. D Blessed 03. When did D Blessed submit? D Blessed 03 submitted last week, and now he's in. Congratulations, D Blessed. How many members is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 4 spots remaining. 8 when you include Rowan. 4 spots remaining here. So we're going to break someone's heart, but don't worry. There's another league next week that you can enter, guys. Here we go. 4 spots remaining. Let's see. It's going to Steel Mob. Let me double check. I thought Steel Mob got in last. No, he was a reserve. Steel Mob was a reserve. Yes. Yes. So I'm glad we got him in this one. Congratulations, Steel Mob. Also supporting us with the Dynasty channel. All right. Yes, Steel Mob is in there.
3 more.
So 3 spots remaining. 3 spots remaining here. And it's going to go to Patty Mag. That was close between Viz there. Or Fritz, sorry. So Patty Mag gets a spot. Congratulations, Patty. You are in there for the Chi-Town League. Which means we now have 2 spots remaining?
Yes.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 2 spots. But don't worry. We'll do reserves. Some people might not follow through. So just don't lose hope. It looks like the next spot is going to last place 69. And by the way, if your Discord name or Flock Fantasy username is wrong, we're probably not going to be able to find you. So hopefully you filled out the form correctly.
Dynasty dudes saying that Steel Mob is in Philly.
Steel Mob is in Philly? I don't think so. He was an alternate, right?
Did the other? Well, I don't know. Did the other guy not respond? So they just gave it to Steel Mob?
No, because I handled all that. Let me double check, but I'm pretty certain he was a reserve that didn't get in. But let me double check. Let me see. I remember messaging him. Give me a second.
No worries.
No, I don't think he got in. Steel Mob is in Philly? How did that happen? I didn't even message him.
TD Vulture saying Steel Mob is in Philly.
Okay, if Steel Mob is in Philly, TD, are you 100% sure I'm relying on you right now? In Dynasty, dude, 100%? He's in Philly? I might have missed a name then. Sorry, Steel Mob. If that's the case, I gotta remove Steel Mob as an option to make it fair to everyone.
What's happening, Joe? How you doing, brother?
DM picked up the pass. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing some love. Okay, so Steel Mob is in Philly, which I don't know why I didn't realize. But, okay. So that means we actually are going to remove him to give everyone a fair chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So we have 2 spots left now. 2 spots, okay? And if TD and Dynasty Dude are pulling my chain, then I'll make sure that we get Steel Mob in the next one, guaranteed. All right, here we go. All right, 2 spots remaining. And Ryan is second again. It is Fritz. Fritz, who has been drafting with us quite a lot. What's up, man? You are in there. Congratulations. You made it into a league. I think he actually just got the pass today, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Fritz. Okay, 1 spot left, and I really hope it goes to Ryan because, my gosh, I just feel so bad.
Believe in Ryan.
All right, here we go. Is it going to be Ryan? Is it going to be Ryan, or is it going to be Heartbreak? It's going to be Ryan! Let's go! Come on, Ryan. Come on. Let's go.
I think it's rigged.
We just got cucked the entire time, but then it actually ended up going well. Shout out to Ryan, who gets in there finally. Oh, my gosh. That was getting down to the wire. I was about to feel really bad. Okay, but if you didn't get in, here's the thing, all right? Last time, we had 2 people not respond. So we were able to get 2 reserves in there. So I'm now going to raffle off some reserve spots for the Chi-Town League. So don't lose all hope, okay? First reserve for the Chi-Town League is going to be Vagoon 804. So you are the first reserve, my friend. So hope is not all lost. Okay. All right. So Vagoon is our first reserve. Our second reserve is going to be Gator the Hater. Gator the Hater is our second reserve. All right. Third reserve here is Addy 1988. Addy 1988. I got you marked down as a third reserve. Let me mark this down in order so I know which guys to go to first. All right. We've got 3 reserves. Let's get our 4th, 5th, and 6th in case things go sideways. Clark the Shark. Clark the Shark, you are reserve number 4. All right. All right. And this will be reserve 5 and 6 here. Reserve 5 is Fanson. And reserve 6 is Joe Dav. Is Joe Dav in the chat? I'm sorry that you were last here, but
Joe Dav. Joe Dav is in the chat.
Here's what I can tell you, Joe. Don't give up hope. For a couple reasons.
For next week.
For a couple reasons. Next week, you can enter into next week. And I mean, there was plenty of people who got into this league who last week I was like, oh, I feel bad. They were just so close. But don't worry, go back to the form. You can fill out and enter for Hollywood, H-Town, and Big Apple. So it's still a possibility, my friend. But we officially have the members of the Chi-Town League. We have the reserves in case we need anyone. Ryan, Mike, Risky, JK, D Blessed, Last Place, Fritz, Patty Mag, Uncle Smoke, DC808, and Megatron are in. And I will be messaging you guys here very soon, making sure you're all members. And that's the reality. Like, some of these guys might not be members. So don't worry, guys. If they're not members, they're not getting in. Okay. Stay on standby. Let's also do the giveaway for the season pass. Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we had 47 entries. Okay. 47 entries. And that was to win a 2025 season pass to the Flock site. So let's go ahead and raffle that off. All right. Got all those names. Who's gonna get a season pass? Could it be Joe Dav? Did he actually enter? I don't know. Let's see. Who's it gonna be? It is Zick. Zick, who is a very active member of this live stream. Is Zick in the chat? Zick, are you with me, brother? Are you with me? Because you have just won a season pass. Would love to get in contact with you, my friend.
Zick.
A little Zick action.
Well, let's see. You wait a little bit, and then if not, we can't see the name, by the way, because the season pass is on top of it. But that's.
Oh, really? Oops, my bad. There you go, Zick. Is Zick here? Do we have a Zick in the chat? I know he's been here. I just don't know if he's still here. Here's the thing. If you don't hang around, we will have to re-roll here, and we're not going to give away the pass if someone's not here. Yeah. By the way, to anybody who did get in the league, just be very tuned to your Discord friend requests and DMs in the next 24 hours, because our commissioner is going to send you information on Discord. But unfortunately, Zick isn't here, so we can't award him this giveaway. You have to be here when the giveaway happens.
Passed up on a great opportunity.
I'm sorry, Zick. Thank you for entering, but you got to stay on the stream. and we got to give this away tonight. All right, here we go.
Next.
Zick's going to be sick. I'm so sorry, Zick, but there'll be another opportunity. Here we go. Let's go ahead and spin this bad boy in 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Jordan. It's a very... Is there a Jordan here? It's a very...
It's a very basic name.
That's not a bad name, but it's...
Not, I don't mean basic by that, but like I mean in the sense of like anyone can be Jordan.
Yeah.
No one can be TD Vulture, you know?
Is Jordan here? Jordan, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to respond here.
No.
What's up, Akshay? We just did the whole spin, my friend. You can go back. The following names are in the league. The following names won a spot. So these are the names. Let's see. These are the names that won a spot today. There could be, obviously keep entering because we have a draft every week. Those are the guys who won the spot this week. I don't think we have a Jordan here. Jordan, you're not going to win. I'm sorry. You got to be here. Jordan, you're gone. All right, let's spin this off to someone else. Let's spin this off to someone else. Do we have a Antonio Yorokobi? Do we have an Antonio Yorokobi?
Oh my gosh.
I think what we're going to have to do is whichever of those three people DM me on Discord first are going to win it. And they have to send me a screenshot of their YouTube account.
A ton of your toughies. Yeah, this is why you gotta. We try to do nice things and nobody, you know.
We try and do nice things.
We try to do nice things and look what happens.
This looks like a fake name, honestly.
It does.
All right.
I'll say one more spin. Give it one more spin. If not, call it a night.
Yeah. Okay. One more spin. Now I'm gonna call it a night.
Call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night. It's 10:45 over here. I don't know.
Thomas E. A lot of these people are going to bed at this point, but yeah. If any of these people DM me on Discord, their YouTube, the first one to do that, I will honor the season pass winner. But it has to be the first person. I'm not going to give it out to everyone. So that's going to be it. That's going to be it for today.
Love, fam. Appreciate y'all. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm hella close.
Appreciate y'all big time. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Love.
Love.